Hello there guys, this is Edge from Edge Plays. So this is probably a little bit different. I don't normally do reviews or first impressions kind of like stuff. So we're going to see how this goes. But I managed to finally play a trial demo of Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. I never got to really play the first one that came out a couple of months back. And so this is like kind of my kind of first impressions. They've added a little bit more from what I've been told. So this one has a little bit more content. Apparently, when Square released this, they sent out a survey with like player feedback and what they thought worked and what didn't. And this is taking into account that. If anyone does have a PS5 and is looking to play this, there is another survey on this, and I would really recommend if this has worked compared to what it was previously, please leave feedback because so far I'm enjoying it. I mean, obviously, it's a little bit, without going into too much detail, I kind of want to do this kind of more structured wise. It definitely feels fun. I'm not really playing much Dark Souls games, if anyone says it's based on that, but it's, yeah, let's just get started and then tell you what I liked about it. So I'm going to leave story elements to the end because, as I've been told many times, I can spoil stuff way too easily. But the demo really contains two main levels. The Chaos Shrine here, and there's like an elemental forest, which I'll show a little bit later in the video. Yeah, the levels were nice and spaced out. You've got two AI companions with you who help you out doing combat. The thing I liked about the combat is that you can control two different classes. So right now I've got a warrior on this one, and a little bit later on I'll maybe hopefully show a little bit of mage and lancer dragoon, and you can switch between them on the fly. So when it comes to fighting certain enemies, you can sort of switch to a class that you've pre-set up that kind of gives you kind of an advantage for that situation. There were some flying enemies that I was fighting, which with the lancer I could throw my dragoon lance at them to knock them out of the air, or to just sort of pierce and knock them down. Continuing on though with the discussion of classes, as you're going through these dungeons, as part of the demos so far, you do collect lots of gear. A lot of it can be specific to those classes. So a lot of the time when I was playing for the first dungeon, I was kind of experimenting a little bit because your characters are kind of like blank canvases in appearance. So when you put new gear on, you do look and change appearance. So I'm kind of excited to see what kind of end game gear might look like, or the incentive of what will I look like toward the end. Going in the class sort of like leveling up screen, as you progress through the stages, you can get things like make yourself stronger, learn special abilities, and advance to advanced classes. So when I was playing as Lancer, I could level up to Dragoon and gain jump and lots of like really cool combo abilities. With the Swordsman, I became a warrior, so quite tanky. But a lot of experimentation. I like that. I like the experimentation of being able to sort of find your unique playstyle, which is quite nice. A little bit lost at first because I wasn't quite sure, was I going to mess things up at first? But I like that. It means you've got a lot of replayability there potentially to sort of mess around with different sort of class icons. And these are all missions, by the way. So as far as I can tell at the moment, you can re-enter the same dungeon over and over again to find gear for the other classes if need be, or just to level them up. So you can use them for future missions and bits and pieces. Another kind of mechanic that I'm kind of enjoying at the moment, but obviously I don't know if it will get old, is like those takedowns. We see in the trailer all the red crystal eyes, sort of you rip a guy's throat out, or you slam dunk them into the wall. There are quite a few little animations for each of the monsters, and Jack, the main character here, does seem to enjoy doing them a little bit too much, because he wants to kill Chaos. But sorry, I had to get that joke in at least once. But yeah, no, they are fun. Like, rewarding you for doing these sort of mechanics is quite nice, and it helps restore your MP mana bar, which is quite good. I do think the variety of enemies is quite nice. Music is phenomenal. There was a couple of tracks that I heard in this game, which I swear in this particular level were from Final Fantasy 13. whether or not people like that or not, I like, oh wow, this is quite nice. It has got a lot of like throwbacks to Final Fantasy 1. So I'm not going to mention what they are, I think, too much, because I think let people kind of discover them on their own. But I do like the level layout. The level design is quite nice. It's very similar to what I like at the moment with Tales of Arise, which I'm going to mention a little bit with Kate later. But I like that with these newer games, the topography, or at the very least, kind of the design of levels, it feels a bit more natural. It feels like it's not kind of like block sort of designs. Progression, yeah, a little bit linear because you're going from point A to point B. There are little side areas that it gives you extra rewards. I haven't figured out how to heal my team members yet in this game, but I will find out eventually. I am really enjoying it. Anything I didn't enjoy, I would probably say I've not been super bowled over with Jack yet. I don't think we're supposed to, probably. I don't. I mean, obviously, at the moment, they're trying to probably keep they're not revealing too much. So if you're looking for like a deep engrossed story, I don't know yet if there is one. Combat is fun, I'll give them that. Also, these little animations where like you're being grabbed by enemies and being kicked around, great, phenomenal. Boss fights, again, really good. They are rewarding. I like that there's a difficulty choice. So you've got casual for those who want to enjoy the story. Again, I don't know how much story there is yet, because with the demo you only get like a vertical slice. So I don't know how in depth this is going to be. Knowing Square and like the guys who are making this game, and the amount of detail in this so far, there will probably be at least some kind of decent story here. But the difficulty is the one that I'm kind of really enjoying at the moment, because you've got your casual, so at the very least, if you want to enjoy the story, you can. You've got like your normal mode, so for those looking for a bit of a challenge, that's great, and then the hardcore. So automatically straight away, you can find like-minded people straight away to play with. That's something I should mention as well. This trial version has multiplayer. Now I haven't recorded much multiplayer yet because I kind of want to play test it a bit more first. I've only done one mission in multiplayer, and I kind of want to see how it works with Kate if she's interested in playing at some point. But from my limited experience of it, it works fine. It's good fun. Combat with it was great. The team that I joined was speedrunning it, so whereas I was doing the dungeon in about probably 30 or so minutes per dungeon level, maybe just kind of exploring, working out where I was either going, seeing any nooks and crannies. Oh no, you could do it really quick if you knew what you were doing. But yeah, it does reward you, like I said before, with combat in this and with the overall feel of the game. It's not a hack and slash. It really is not. You really have to kind of learn your skills, learn when to dodge, know when to block, which I still don't. Actually, need to really learn from playing in certain classes. That's actually one good thing, actually, learning when to not fall off a ledge. So, probably like with Dark Souls, you can kill yourself by falling off ledges. Whereas with the enemies, works for them too. So if you knock an enemy if an area where they can't come back, they instantly die. So the question now for me is, for some people asking, am I going to be playing this in March when it comes out? That's when it's coming out. I probably will be. I'm about 70% sure I will be. Do you know what? I will buy the game to give it a test. With the multiplayer aspect of it, and I'm enjoying the mechanics. It's going to be a nice game to play. I don't know what next year is going to entail in terms of games, so this could be a nice sort of quiet one to play. I mean, there's nothing super negative that I can see so far from it. I know I've probably kind of rambled or not gone too specific with the content in this kind of playthrough here, so I've been kind of letting you watch some more of the video of it. But yeah, from what I've played so far, it's been quite good fun. I will curb your expectations though, just for now, because obviously it's a vertical slice of the game. you do kind of see mission screens, so it's like you can kind of pick where you go to. I suppose the best example I can give is it's basically an edgelord version of Crystal Chronicles, because you can either do it on your own or form a party. You select the level you want to go into and play. So it's in that regard, it's kind of fun. You don't have to play with people, but if you do want to, you've got that option. If anyone does play this though, please leave that feedback, because from what I can tell, if anything has happened with it, it's been playing well so far. I'm going to be leaving my feedback on it for definite. But yeah, if you like what you've seen and you want me to maybe do like a live let's play of it or a streaming of it in March, let me know in the comments below. Obviously, I hope you've kind of enjoyed this first time me doing it. I don't normally do reviews or vertical slice stuff because generally I'm not very well structured. I like to kind of just say what's on my mind and then kind of go with it. So I will hopefully improve on that. I think I have done in the last year and a half of doing this, but we'll see how it plays. But as anyways, hope you've enjoyed. If you, like I said, want to see more, let me know. Enjoy the rest of your week, guys. Bye.